Okay, question 3. A cubic function is graphed on the set of axes below. Which function could represent this graph? So the first thing I want to do is identify what's going on with the graph. And I notice this touches the x-axis at 3 different places, which makes sense. A linear function could touch it once, a quadratic twice, cubic, that means a power of 3 times. So all 4 answers have 3 different values with their x's. So let's identify these x-intercepts. Our first one is negative 3, 0. Our second one is negative 1, 0. And finally, the one on the other side of the y-axis is positive 1, 0. So if you've been paying attention, you know that inside parentheses, we use opposite. So if I change these zeros and put them inside parentheses, I'm going to take the opposite of negative 3 and get positive 3. So if I look at my 4 answer choices, I just eliminated 2 wrong answers. Those negative 3's aren't going to happen. So now I go from my positive 3, I go over, the opposite of negative 1 is positive 1. The opposite of 1 is negative 1. And that's why 2 is going to be our answer. When we look at 4, they have 2 3's. This graph is long gone when x is 3. It's up there somewhere. So that doesn't work. Now, some of you may not always remember inside opposite. But what we can do is graph our answer choices and see which one gives us the same function. So let's just graph number 1, x minus 3, x minus 1, x plus 1. Home screen, new doc, say no to drugs. Add a graph page. So type your values exactly the way that you see them on the paper. We press enter. And notice this touches the x-axis at negative 1, positive 1, and positive 3. That's why that's not our answer. So let's switch out to the original. So really, the only thing I have to change, instead of a minus 3, I need to change this to a plus 3. Because where I put the minus 1 and the plus 1 doesn't matter as long as they're both represented. When I press enter, this is my graph. When I compare that to the original, notice we compare them side by side. We get negative 3, 0, negative 1, 0, and positive 1, 0. And that's another way to make sure that we get the right answer, which in this case is choice number 2.